Hello YouTube, my name's Nightmare X, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about shipping. Now if you missed my other episode about shipping, ship name generator, basically in that video I just checked out a ship name generator app that you can download from the Amazon App Store, and I just made some ship names behind closed doors. Blah. And basically I just reviewed the app in the video. But today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some ships that I actually keep up with. So, if you missed that video and you don't want to go back and watch a entirely different video and then come back to this one, if you would rather just watch this all the way through with no interruptions, because interruptions are bad. Here's the long and short of it. So when you ship two characters together, you're basically imagining them in a relationship that works, because that's fun. That's all there is to it. Shipping was started by a few guys that watched a lot of movies. They reviewed movies in their little community that they had made on Reddit, and they decided that they were relationshippers, and then they shortened that to shippers, and there you go. So, like I said, today I'm going to be sharing some ships that I wish I could follow, but they don't really exist, and I just like these ships. So, I think my first exposure to shipping was that one episode of iCarly. Okay, so when I was younger, early teens, I watched a lot of Disney Channel. And I wasn't that good at picking shows. It's whatever's on that's half decent, I'm watching it. Because I didn't have much to do when I was in that age range. I, 12 to 14, that age range, I didn't have much to do. I mean, I had my Game Boy games. I don't know if I had my 360 yet. My Xbox original had done the red ring, so that was screwed out of that. I had a lot of really good games, and some of them are not portable. Some of them I'll never be able to play again. And neither will you. Yeah, how do you feel about that? You're never going to be able to play Blowout again. Just a little example. You're never going to be able to play Memoric, Knight's Apprentice. Luckily, even though some of the games are not portable, you can find them on, ROMs. You can go to websites I'm getting off topic. But anyways, coolroms.com, you can buy, The Hobbit. There was a Xbox original game for The Hobbit. And, it was on a few other consoles, and that's why you can find it as a ROM. So, you can download it on your computer and still play it. I want to do that someday. But Okay, back to subject. How did I even get on that tangent? I don't know. So I'm going to be sharing with you some ships that I like. I like them. As I said, I think the first exposure I had to ships was that one iCarly episode. Is this how I got on that tangent? Yeah. So there was this iCarly episode that involved the fans of the web series sort of going in a divide. Half of the fans wanted Freddy to get in a relationship with Sam, and half of the fans wanted him to get in a relationship with Carly. And they made these pet names, or ship names, that were Seti and Creddy, I think. Seti and Creddy. So they were basically shipping Freddy with whoever, one or the other. And that's how I got introduced to shipping. But I wasn't educated on what shipping is at the time. And now that I am, I don't care enough about the show to really get into, like, who would have been a better ship. I like what the show did, but meh. The whole show is just eh. I mean, later seasons got interesting. The first few seasons were pretty childish, but I think that was the aim. I mean, the main characters were all kids, like middle school age, or maybe younger. I don't know. But yeah, I think that the direction they took with that was a pretty good one, because Sam and Freddy turned out to be a really good pairing in later seasons, but I don't think we could have seen that coming early on, because they were so different, and Sam was just, well, she was Sam. So, moving on to some ships that I actually care about, now that I'm more interested in shipping. If you played Undertale, some of my viewers have not played Undertale, but some ships I like in Undertale, a lot of people in the Undertale community are into shipping Sans with Toriel. But I don't really like that ship. They call it Soriel. And I'm just, I don't know. Like, I can't see it in my head that they would work good together, because in the game we're never shown that they could be something more than friends. We're never really shown that. It's implied, and that's it. There's no dialogue that makes them seem like they're flirting with each other anywhere. It's just that, oh, Sans was really nice to Toriel when she was going through a bad time, and that's all we get, really. What I like to do is age up Frisk and ship them with Toriel. Because, I don't know, it looks better in my head. If we make Frisk older and put them in a relationship with Toriel, it looks better in my head. Because even in comic dubs, like, we see Sans all the time in trouble with Tori. Even though they're supposed to be in a working relationship most of the time in the comic dubs, they're supposed to be either dating or married, and yet it always seems like Sans is in trouble with her. And it's usually because, like, he didn't take care of Frisk or something. So he's not a good dad, and he's not a good partner to Tori. I just don't think that him and Tori would get along as partners. You know, people can get along as friends and not get along as partners. You know, trying to be in a relationship can ruin your opinion of the other person. It has happened to me quite a few times. I've dated a lot of people before I got to the point I am now. And I'm engaged. And I think this is the last time. Because I've also been engaged like 4 times. But some other ships. People ask me, well, if you ship Tori with Frisk, then what do you do with Sans? And I actually came up with something for that. Kinda took a while, but why not ship Sans with Muffet? It kinda looks good in my head. You know, Muffet is a spider lady, and Sans is a skeleton, so, you know, they look better suited with each other than Sans and Toriel, because Toriel is a goat lady thing. I don't know. She's more fantasy than trying to be scary looking. I don't know. Sans and Muffet, it seems like they would make a good couple. To me, you know. Sans has a lot of redeeming qualities. You know, he's really funny, he's a really nice guy, he tries to be super friendly to everybody, but he's also really lazy. So if things go south, he doesn't care. In my opinion, if an argument was started between Sans and anybody, he would either objectively try to find his ground or really not care, because it's against him and he has no quarrel, I guess you would say. Like, he doesn't want to cause any hurt feelings, but people are trying to cause hurt feelings to him, then I really think he would just not care. But other ships, Undertale has a lot of potential, but I think that's as far as I'll go with that community, because I want to move on to other things. Naruto, I got some ships from Naruto. I ship Kurenai with Anko. I know they're both senseis, and they need to be professional in their work situation, but I think they work good together. Now, for those of you who are not well versed with the side characters, Anko is the one with the purple hair that was first introduced to Orochimaru's little symbol thing on the neck. Like, he tried that on her way before he did with Sasuke. And she was the first that he tried that with. And early on, like right after Sasuke was branded and sort of going through the changes, Anko becomes known to us a little bit more, and it's kind of like a tragic backstory because Orochimaru traumatized her by turning her into essentially a weapon, like he did Sasuke. But yeah, I ship Anko with Kurenai, and Kurenai is the sensei with black curly hair and red eyes and the bandages on her arms. I don't know what she's trying to hide. Probably nothing. It's probably for effect. Like, the whole getup with the fishnets and everything, they both have that. And I think they have some things in common that we're never told about. So, who knows? They could be really, they could work really well together. And I think where Kurenai doesn't really express herself that much at all, maybe she's going through some things herself. Maybe she would be very comforting to Anko. I think that's a good thought, and I want that to be true. I just have a very good image of this relationship working, but who knows? So, what are some ships that you guys think of, and like, what's the weirdest ship that you have ever come up with? I think mine would have to be Elvira and Patty. Yeah, I finally remembered her name, guys. It's not Peggy, and I apologize for that. But Patty would be in a... I think she would be an acceptable ship for Elvira, because at the end of the movie, Patty apologized for all the mean stuff she did to Elvira, and we kind of see this really hurt and just regretful side of Patty. And I think that, you know, if there was a sequel, they would be friends, and behind closed doors, maybe more. And it's probably the weirdest ship I have ever come up with. But yeah, give me your opinions on my ships, and comment your ships that you follow, or maybe you like the idea of them, but there is no following. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.